going on, everybody? 12:02, and welcome to the Boston Pizza Oil Stream. The holiday playlist menu is now available. Shout out to everybody at the 170th location just north of the mall there for having Tommy and Gager out on Saturday. Looked like it was a pretty good time with a few of the nasties rolling in there as well. You can go to EdmontonSportsTalk.com, click on location, and you can see where Tommy Gazzola will be next. Actually, let me do that myself right now. Where's this handsome man going to pop up next at Boston Pizza? He's off today. So speaking of handsome men, I got another one riding with me.
Who?
It's you, Hernan. Tommy, tomorrow for this Pittsburgh Edmonton game, we'll be at the Clairview Boston Pizza.
Wow.
So if you want to go and be there for Jarry versus Skinner, Clairview Boston Pizza tomorrow with the one and only Tom Gazzola. That'll be good. Nanso, what's up, buddy?
Nothing. Feel weird sitting on this side.
How is it on there? Yeah, I've never sat on that side of the desk either. Does it mess with you?
Yeah, a little bit. It's interesting.
Because you always sit where I sit, right? Even at the old place.
Yeah.
You guys didn't switch sides.
Now I see what Joaquin does.
Yeah.
What he sees.
He's looking closer at the camera, I think, than where we are, right?
It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, you are sitting pretty close. Okay, like if you look in the...
Should I move more?
Maybe move over and just so I can't touch it. Yeah, I'm going to touch you there. How's the rest of your weekend after the Christmas party, Nanso?
Well, it's good, man.
Yeah?
You know, excited Saturday to see the new guys play for the Oilers. Yep. Yeah, it was good. Yesterday was fun, too. Watched the Niners early, then the Oiler game, then Landman. Then Mayor of Kingstown.
Oh, I watched the new episode of Mayor of Kingstown last night, buddy.
Mayor of Kingstown. Can
you believe
it?
Oh, yeah, I'm completely up to speed. I love Mayor of Kingstown.
It got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
This last episode?
Last season. It's so
100%?
100%.
Does anybody get 100%?
A few.
I never heard of such a thing.
100%.
How about the way last night ended?
Oh, baby.
My God. This is not going to spoil it. If you don't watch Mayor of Kingstown, you should. It's a Taylor Sheridan show.
So good.
When he walked out of there and then you heard what was still inside, I was just like, oh, man. But do you think he killed her?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I think so, too.
Yeah, because
Mike McCluskey's got to get things under control.
Because then they're in the restaurant, and then he's going to see his brother for obvious reasons at night.
Oh, yeah, that's how it ended there, yeah.
Landman was good, too.
I have not watched the most recent episode of Landman. The last one I watched was A Funeral.
I love Tommy, man.
Is there a new one since A Funeral?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I haven't watched that one yet.
That was last week's.
You know, I will say that funeral episode of Landman, Tam and I, we were watching it, and when he was in the truck.
With his son?
With his son?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was when he was at the table, and he was telling his son's girlfriend about why he hated his mother.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Like Billy Bob Thornton. Tam and I were watching, I leaned over, I said, my God, is he good?
He's great.
Like, that was it. And then him and Sam Elliott cooking together. You kidding me?
Yeah. Yesterday's episode was really good, too.
Was it? Okay, good. I'm looking forward to that. That should be a lot of fun as well. All right, so it is Nielsen and Salas today. Tommy Gazzola is off. Hernan said he's not going to talk at all about the Edmonton Oilers. He's going to save it for EST afternoons. So that's going to do it for the show today. Laurent Brossoit on waivers.
Uh-oh.
Did you see this? Uh-oh. Would you bring the team back together?
I'm looking up too much. Maybe they have something.
Oh, dude, not today. I don't need to deal with that anymore. Max Bazzuza says, what show do we tune into for the Pluribus episodes, Doc? Have you watched this Pluribus on Apple TV?
Not yet. I want to.
I know Corey and Mark are watching it from the NCTV podcast, so it's on my list. I'm on the
Reed's watching.
I'm on the third episode of Severance right now. You guys got me into Severance, so I'm on the third episode of Severance as well.
I think Gager's watching Pluribus too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a sci-fi thing, right?
I think so.
Okay. Well, I might have to dive into that. Would you at all think about claiming LB?
I mean, is he better than Pickard? I mean, if we go off stats this year, Pickard's awful, but his stats are awful. I don't know, man. Like
Laurent Brossoit.
It's a sideways move again. It doesn't matter to me. Sure. Why not?
Where was LB last year?
I think he was hurt all year.
He must have been, because the year before that he was in Winnipeg and had a 927. The year before that he was in Vegas and had a 927.
But that's the issue, Dusty, is this guy's injuries, man. Can't stay healthy.
Edmonton Gus says he can't afford LB. How much does he make? I didn't even know how much he made. I sort of assumed he didn't make much at all. How much does he make?
I'm going to look right now. Lorembo, where is he now?
He's in Chicago.
He makes 3.3.
Oh,
and then
okay. Never mind
agent.
that. You can't even.
Yeah,
it's not even worth the conversation. Sorry, I thought he was making like $1 million. All right, so that's. I mean, what you could do is he clears, which he should clear, and then Chicago retains half, and the Oilers send Pickard back and try to make it work. I mean, if they really wanted to, I mean,
I'm not opposed to it, but
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's Tristan Jarry, the guy that has to lead this team to the Stanley Cup.
He's the one that's got to do it.
Stan Bowman made the decision. Yeah. This is his call.
What a crazy day Friday was.
It's going to make or break Stan Bowman's career in Edmonton.
It is.
Sorry, it is.
Yeah, no, I said to Huss in the lock shop, he was asking about it. I said, well, this is it. Like no matter what trade Stan Bowman makes between now and the end of McDavid's contract, no matter what signing he makes between now and the end of the contract, unless it's for another goalie that's an upgrade on Jarry, this is the biggest move that Stan Bowman's going to make.
Yeah, because for a lot of the fan base, the Oilers haven't won the cup because of goaltending.
Yeah.
Okay? We see it every day on the chat and on the inbox. So now that shouldn't change. Now, if Jarry can't get it done, well, the team in front of him. No, don't give me that crap. This is on the goalie right now. They have the team to win? Sure. More breaking news too, eh?
Go ahead, get to it.
Kevyn Adams fired by the Buffalo Sabres.
How long was he running the Sabres for?
Say 3-4 years.
Yeah. They've replaced him with Jarmo Kekalainen.
But this is
the very man who passed on Jesse Puljujärvi.
This is what that's probably the smartest movie he's ever made. This is what
Actually,
I don't get.
You're probably
right. You're firing Kevyn Adams was awful. He should have never been in that position. Buffalo's probably celebrating this. But you bring in a GM that had no success in his first go around as a GM. None. Like these owners can't help themselves, Dusty. They bring in guys that have had no success and think it's all them. Magically, Jarmo's going to be better in Buffalo. He might. Sure. Anything's possible. But come on.
What did he do in Columbus that got him a second crack here? He was the GM of Columbus from 13 to 24. So let's just see. Columbus is year by year. They had the 1 year they pulled off that massive upset. Remember, it was Tampa, I think they beat.
Yeah.
But outside of that, let's see here. Come on, where's the Blue Jackets year by year stats?
Here I got it.
Okay.
So what?
So he was from 2013 to 2024.
Lost in first round, 2013. The next 2 years, missed the playoffs.
Okay.
Then the next 2 years, lost in the first round.
Okay.
2018, that's the year they swept the Lightning.
Okay.
2019, lost in first round. That was the COVID weird season. And from 2020 on, they have not been to the playoffs.
So and he was there till 2024. So like 5 years in a row, this guy missed the playoffs. And now he's scooped back up.
Yeah.
Like I don't think Hernan's like exaggerating too much when he says, congratulations, you replaced Kevyn Adams with a finished version of Kevyn Adams.
It could be.
Yeah, but I
mean, Kevyn Adams was an all-time terrible GM. Like, he might go down as one of the worst.
Yeah, but Kekalainen had 11 years in Columbus and won one playoff series.
Yeah.
Now that's the guy who's going to lead Buffalo back to the postseason. You had a guy who never had any playoff success.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Buffalo must be like, yes, Adams is out. Oh, this guy's our new GM. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. Rip City Step says Columbus performed pretty well for a small market team. Losing both Panarin and Bobrovsky because they wouldn't sign was tough. Yeah, but then manage those situations better. Move them if you're not going to be able to keep them.
It's very similar. Like, listen, Ken Holland did good work. Yeah, he missed on a few, but you brought in Stan Bowman, whose record is also not very good. Do you know what I mean? Like these guys like who's the owners? Jeff Jackson.
Jeff Jackson, yeah.
The guys, the owners of the ship in Buffalo, like they just keep recycling GMs that don't do well. Why do we keep doing that? And listen, every league does it, right? Recycling coaches. Look at the CFL.
Keep going back. Same type of thing. Moved around quite a bit. Yeah, you sort of get this. There's 32 coaching spots in the league. There's like 37 coaches they rotate through.
Yeah.
In the CFL, there's 9 coaching spots. There's like a dozen guys that they sort of rotate through.
Now, Jarmo, I mean, can he turn it around? Did he learn anything from his Columbus? I hope so.
I would hope so, because the last 5 years, he didn't make the playoffs. I mean, you had to have learned something in there. I would also say, and I don't want to give Buffalo too much love, but I do think that Buffalo roster has some pretty skilled players. Like, he's getting a blue line that has a couple of absolute studs on it, which outside of Werenski, what else did Columbus really have going for them over those years as far as, elite defensemen go? I mean, so he might be ahead of it a little bit in Buffalo if he can make a couple of good moves and be smart about it.
And he's ballsy. I mean, he's the one that traded straight up for Patrick Laine, Dubois, which at the time we were like blockbuster, right?
Yeah.
Laine didn't work out, their injuries, all that stuff. It's going to be interesting, man. But like you said, they got some good. They got to make a decision now, though. Retool, rebuild, or try to salvage this season, because they haven't been to the playoffs in forever.
Where are they right now in the standings? Because is this season? I mean, the conferences are so tight still. I guess I'm not going to say the season isn't salvageable. We are only on December 15th.
They're 6 points out of a wild card spot.
Okay, so I mean, so he's got to look at this roster and go, now, is he going to go out and add a bunch? No, but maybe he can look at the roster, find some tweaks that
they've won 3 straight,
make them somewhat competitive.
Does the team get a GM bump here? Right?
Kevin Adams must be. Well, they are second last in the conference, but coincidentally, they're tied with the Columbus Blue Jackets, a franchise that he left just a year ago.
Yeah,
who's in shambles as well. You think Kevin Adams is like, we just won 3 in a row? Do you know there's some pretty good teams in the league that can't win 3 in a row? But Buffalo's managed to win 3 in a row, so we'll see.
It's now this was rumored last week. That
it's been around for a while, this Kevin Adams stuff.
Yeah.
All right, 780-218-9999 is where you can chime in. Let's get to your Popeyes spicy headlines. Brought to you, of course, by Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio, or Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen. We're sitting in the studio right now. 3-piece Popeyes chicken, bone-in chicken, big, fat, juicy pieces of chicken for 3 for $8 at all Popeyes locations if you're looking for a bite to eat for lunch today. The other spicy headline today is Edmonton Oilers calling up Hudson, who's had a nice year. He's had a nice rookie season in the American Hockey League so far. You guys had him on EST Afternoons. Was it last week?
Yes.
I wonder if the Oilers were watching that and said, you know what, let's call this guy up. He seemed great.
You got the EST Afternoon bump?
That must be what it is. It's the ultimate EST Afternoon bump. I tweeted out just a few moments ago, I hope he likes playing 8 minutes a night, because how much more is he actually going to play up here? And somebody else replied to that and said, yeah, and I hope he doesn't like playing in the last 18 minutes of the third period, because that's probably not going to happen either. So he plays on the third line? Is that what ends up happening here?
I always take heat because you're always so negative. But Dusty, you said it, you nailed it. Like, yeah, he's going to play 6 to 8 minutes. He's not going to play special teams. He's not going to get a look with the big boys, and then he'll be sent down by the end of the road trip. That's what's going to happen, Dusty. It's not going to happen. Like, he's earned it. He's been awesome in the minors. Like, he's got, 28 points in 24 games, 16 goals. He's been legit with Ike Howard and Szymanski on that top line. Yeah, they've been good, right? But, yeah, sure. I mean, call him up. The bottom 6, you're really not getting a lot of offense. Maybe he can spark that. I don't think he's getting called up to play in the top 6, Dustin.
No way. There's this is not how the Oilers operate. Now, I tweeted out, somewhat jokingly, I hope he likes playing 8 minutes a night, but partially not joking. I mean, he's probably going to be somewhere between 8 and 10 minutes. One of the replies to me on Twitter said, put him with Draisaitl and move Savoy down to the third line and give him a real look. And, I mean, Savoy did in the American League last year what this guy's doing this year.
Yeah.
And Savoy has looked fine when he's been. Why would you take Savoy out of the top 6 to put Quinn Hudson in there? Nothing against Quinn Hudson, but why? What does that say to Matt Savoy? Matt Savoy's been playing in the top 6, still can't get on the ice in critical moments because the team only plays 5 guys. So now you're going to say, just so you know, Quinn Hudson has jumped you on the depth chart, and we're going to put him in there, even though you did just as good as he did in the American League last year, and you're contributing in multiple ways to the team this year.
Yeah. And Cheeky, I'm not negative. I'm just honest. And listen, sure, I know fans get excited about this. I get it. But come on, Savoy shouldn't be taken off the top 6. He's done nothing to be sent down. Yeah. I mean, down the line.
To move down the lineup, yeah.
Yeah, but if he can spark a third line or a fourth line here with some offense, and for the life of me, I don't know why Max Jones got called up, why he even played. But I'm sorry, I don't know why.
But if the organization is expecting Quinn Hudson to be the guy who comes in and carries the bottom 6, that's completely unreasonable for this kid. You know what I mean? Like,
well, because it's
what's he going to drive the Henrique line?
Henrique's been not so good. He's been better than last year. Frederick, I mean, do we even have to say anything? No, we don't.
No, I mean,
like, he's got 2 damn points, 2 goals. We're 33 games in. Come on.
So now he's on pace for about 24 goals over his career or over his 8-year contract. Think about that.
Janmark works his butt off, but Janmark can't score.
Janmark can't score.
Who am I missing here? Max Jones, he'll be sent down soon.
Yeah.
Who else am I missing? I can't even think right now.
Frederick Lazar.
Lazar is what he is.
Yeah.
He works hard. He kills
You're not
penalties.
really expecting much else from Lazar, I don't think.
No. So, I mean, sure. I mean, this guy was a hell of a college player, Dusty, just like Ike Howard. He's doing exactly like you said, what Savoy did last year. So, yes.
Which is great.
Give him a look, for sure. But again, my expectations will be down here, and if he exceeds them, it's better. If he comes in and
what are your expectations for him then? If he's only going to play 8 to 10 minutes a night, what could you reasonably expect from him? Like, to me, if he comes in and doesn't hurt people in his own end, then
I was going to say
that's
defensively.
successful, I guess.
If he's good defensively, I guess that's a win. And if he chips in, that's a bonus. If he chips in with points or a goal, something like that.
You know, if you're going to bring up an offensively minded player here, would you play him with Henrique and put Mangiapane on that line? Like, there's no way you want to bring this guy up and put him with Trent Frederick.
No.
Congratulations, you're with the biggest anchor in the team right now.
But now, Dusty, because Speck had it up there, there's no demotions and there's no injuries. This is strictly let's see what he can do. So
Max Jones comes out.
I'm going to be positive cheekiness. Okay. This to me is a signal to the bottom 6 guys saying we're not happy with your guys. One of you guys is coming out. It's going to be Max Jones probably.
Yeah.
Right. But saying we're calling this guy up because no one else can score on this team.
Okay, but if you're going to bring him up here though and put him with Curtis Lazar and go, wow, it's weird he didn't spark the offense.
Well, that's just.
But you can't do that. Like,
but then if he's okay, because I know the fans want him in the top 6, Dusty.
Yeah, but you're not taking anybody in the top 6.
Podkolzin's been awesome in the top 6. He has. He scored 2 goals. He was good yesterday. Well, kind of. But they love him with Draisaitl.
He's not leaving.
You're not taking Savoy, Nuge, and Hyman out.
You're not touching the McDavid line. It's been awesome. The exception of last night because they were sloppy with the puck. The only thing I can think of is that, I mean, I wouldn't do it. I'd leave Savoy where he is.
Yeah.
But I could see them being like, they know Savoy's defensively responsible. He's involved on the penalty kill. He's going to get some ice time there. I would be opposed to it. But I could see them putting Savoy down if they that's the only option they have, and I could see them trying to justify it. But like in the end, if it's a close game in any way, none of these guys are playing in critical moments anyway.
No,
I kind of ranted on this a little bit earlier on the show this morning because I get it. You want more from your bottom 6 guys. You want more secondary scoring in the lineup. But basically 4 forwards played over 40% of the game last night.
Yeah.
So the other 60% of the ice time goes to 9 other dudes who can't get in a rhythm, who don't get any sort of time when anything critical is happening. I was listening. You're watching the broadcast last night, and Jack and Louie are talking about it, and it sounds ridiculous, but they talk about it because we've seen it in the past, so that's why they bring it up. But like that line, the big boys had been out there for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then, they get a stoppage and Jack goes, maybe a timeout here and keep them out there. So wait, we do a 5-minute shift when you're down 3 freaking goals?
Exactly.
Let some other guys play. So then they bring the other guys out, 10-second shift, they get a whistle, and they put the other guys back up for 2 minutes. Like, it's the same thing over and over and over. And could you be in a situation where you get to a Stanley Cup final again and you can win a Stanley Cup by playing only 4 forwards over and over and over again? Maybe. But I'm pretty sure if you were to go look at the Oilers and Panthers split last year, you got McDavid and Draisaitl playing 25, 24 minutes a game. Hyman was healthy, would have been playing more. And you got Barkov at 20. You got Sam Bennett at 18. You know, it's just the same thing over and over. And then in this market, we sit here, ourselves included from time to time, bitching about bottom six production when these guys don't play as much as other bottom six forwards in the league would play. And none of them get sprinkled in on a power play because the top power play unit gets all of the power play time. I looked it up today. The Oilers, the guys who are on that second power play, like Matt Savoy, is getting 32 seconds of power play time a game. 32 seconds. Where's the offense coming from? He doesn't get any good offensive opportunities. It's a chicken and egg thing. Like, do they only play those guys because they have no faith in anyone else? And do they not have faith in anyone else because they can't do anything in the limited opportunities they have? Like, it can't be a situation where, like, even people are like, well, what about Corey Perry last year? Yeah, but Corey Perry did a lot of his damage when he was playing up in the top six.
Yeah.
Right? Now, Corey Perry would do some little things in the bottom six that was different, but Perry made most of his hay, I thought, when he was on the power player with these top guys because he can play with these guys. Like, for years now, nobody's been able to do anything in the bottom six because, yes, from a personnel perspective, it hasn't been good enough, but they get so limited of minutes that I don't know what you're... Now, look, Matthias Janmark, dude's got 3 goals in the regular season. For like, there could be more there. Mm-hmm. I get it. But when your team is so reliant, like I thought it was bullshit that they're down 3 goals and they just decided for the last 7 minutes to just play those guys.
Yeah.
What does it say about the rest of your team? How do you think those guys feel?
Well,
and you're down 3. You'd be a freaking miracle to come back.
That's just it. Like, it's like Knobs, he's losing it a bit here. He's relying on these 2 guys so much. And like you said, sure, the bottom 6 doesn't score, but they never play. They never given the opportunity to, hey, coach, we can get a goal back in this game. Let us try. No one else gets an opportunity. You said it. In the last 8 minutes, it was all Leon and Connor McDavid and then Hyman and News.
Yeah, but they were all just trying to pass to Leon to get him his point.
And that's the other thing. Like, there's 33 games in. Draisaitl's going to get his point. Play the damn game. Stop worrying about stupid stuff like that. It's big for Leon, sure, but he's going to get 1,000 points. It's going to happen. It's going to happen this year.
I think it's probably going to get it.
Yeah. Like, what are you worried about?
But it sure seemed like they were trying to force the issue even more so than usual last night.
But they did. And did you not notice Montreal's PK, how good they were?
Oh, they were coming back.
The guy was either on Draisaitl or they got a stick on that pass.
How many times was that forward dropping back and breaking that up?
Yeah, it was. You could tell right away they knew exactly, just go to Draisaitl because McDavid's not going to look for anyone. No, they got better looks on the 5-on-3 and different looks, sure. But you're right, man. Like, it's getting ridiculous.
If they're down a goal, I get it. Sure. They were down 3 goals. Hey, why would you do that when you're down 3 goals? You know why? Because once, maybe twice a year, it works.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh my God, the others are loading up. They're going nuclear. And then the other 90% of the time, it doesn't work.
No.
So just try to win as a team. And they refuse to do it. And it's killed every other coach here. And it's starting to look like it's getting to Knobloch as well.
Remember weeks ago when the Oilers were really struggling and coach was asked, what's the identity of the Edmonton Oilers? What did he say? Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl.
Yeah.
He's pretty much saying the only way we win a game is if those 2 guys are producing. That's it. We can sit here and because this text from Andrew says 3.4 for Mangiapane, 3.6 for Freddie, 3 mil for Rico. No production at all. I get it. And that's huge. And none of those contracts are working out. But at the same time, like outside of Frederick, but throw Mangiapane out there in the last 5 minutes. Maybe.
I would also point out that at the beginning of the year, everybody was slotting them in, and Mangiapane and Frederick both started in the top 6.
Yeah.
So the team itself had those guys slotted into the top 6, gave them a very minimal look, and are now wasting them away because neither of them are capable of driving a line on their own. So you brought them in, you signed them, you pay them to be complementary offensive 6 scorers, and now they're down being centered by Adam Henrique and Curtis Lazar. Yeah. And that's not us making it up. That's where they started the season, in the top 6. So the team itself thought that was going to be top 6 and then was going to balance the group. And then all of a sudden, things start going poorly, and then that's the end of it. And now you got these 2 anchors in your bottom 6 who aren't able to get anything going.
Connor McDavid's the only forward in the NHL in the top 50 in time on ice.
I know he's 41st, I think, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked that up today. And then there's Nathan McKinnon, and then there's Leon. and then it's a drop again.
Yeah.
No, Kaprizov's up there.
No, Leon's ahead of McKinnon.
Is he?
Yeah. Leon is 54th, and then the next forward is Nathan McKinnon, 62nd.
And then Kaprizov? I thought I saw Kaprizov in there somewhere.
Let's see.
Was Kaprizov between McDavid and Draisaitl?
Let's see.
I looked at Natural Stat Trick today, and I thought I saw that Kaprizov was in between them, but...
No, he must be, because they have Boldy there, and Boldy's not.
Yeah, Kaprizov's playing more than Boldy, I think.
I think Kaprizov's 48th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right there. Yeah, so he is right in between them. Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. It's frustrating when you see, the same thing happen again, where they can be phenomenal, and what's going to have to happen down the stretch if they're fighting for battle home ice in the first round or something, Leon and Connor are going to have to play a ton again. I just don't know why in the second half of a back-to-back, when you clearly don't have it, and they don't have it. I mean, if they had it, they bury one on the power play early in the game and they're on a 5-on-3. Dobush made some great saves, but if those guys are on that night, they're gonna finish something there. They didn't have it. Connor McDavid gift-wrapped the goal for the other team. Those guys weren't playing well that night. I think Connor had 3 turnovers. Those guys weren't playing well. You're down 3 goals. Why? You're pulling your goalie with 4 minutes left like it's a game that you need 2 points to make the playoffs. Play your team. Can you imagine what it would do for the group if they just kept rolling the lines and they came back as a group and tied the game and Mangiapane scored with 4 minutes left? And no, I don't think Matthias Janmark's going to score. Well,
it's 4-1, does
Savoy. Play Savoy.
I think if it was 7-1, we would have saw the same thing.
No, not 7.
Yes.
No way.
Knobloch does this all the time.
Come on, Nanso.
Yes, he does.
7-1, you're nuts.
He still has them out, and the commentator they're still in this.
That one time earlier in the year, I'll never forget it, when they were down 5-0, and Jack was still like, there's a lot of time if the others can get going, and then they scored, and he's like, they've got life. Let's see where it goes. And then who was it? Was that Bob? Anyway, the other team went up 6-1, Colorado. And they went up 6-1, and Louis was like, dagger. And I was like, well, yeah, 6-1 is a dagger. 4-1 is a dagger. And last night, the third goal was a dagger. I get it. People think that this team very often has these miraculous comebacks because they play the same 5 dudes for 6 of the last 7 minutes of the game, but that's not how you're going to win a Stanley Cup.
You're going to go
It's just not.
You're going to go to the playoffs, and these guys are all going to be gassed.
And then you're going to be forced to put some of these guys in spots you haven't played them in all year because you bury them in the bottom 6 and they don't do anything.
And when Tippett got fired, Derek Ryan was asked, and he goes, well, we finally all know our roles, and we all finally given a chance to do something. Right? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Oh,
everybody remembers that, yeah.
I feel like a lot of the players are probably feeling the same way right now. We're not having the best of season, even though we're in a wild card spot. Sure. We haven't won 3 straight games all year. We haven't won one set of the back end of the back-to-backs. And yet, the only guys that play in the final 10 minutes, it's down to 4 forwards. That's what it is.
And then you can say, well, those other guys wouldn't be able to contribute in the final 10 minutes. Nobody knows. Because anytime there's a critical moment, they run it down to like 1.5 lines.
And that's the thing. People are like, well, maybe they're not producing. And sure, I get that. But like Dusty just said, we don't know because we've never seen any other guys get an opportunity. I mean, what was the game before Toronto? Was it, I can't remember, but they had Frederick out there at one point with the big boy. I'm like, why? Like, enough with trying to make this signing work out. It's not going to happen this year, okay? Yeah, he's got 7 more years. Hopefully you get some value out of this horrible deal. But you got to go away from that. Mangiapane, like, I'll ask you, Dusty, like, he started well. Like, what would you say about Mangiapane's game right now? Most of the time, I don't even know he's playing.
No, I think Mangiapane needs to play with skilled guys and be a complimentary player. And he's not doing that right now.
He's not.
Right? He's not doing that right now. He was more effective in the bottom 6 with Washington last year than he has been here so far. Like, I when they signed Mangiapane, they didn't think, hey, we're going to give him $3 million. He'll play on the 4th line. They didn't, right?
Yeah.
So, he's What they need is a driver on the third line who can carry a Mangiapane on his left wing and a Savoy on his right wing, and then you play somebody else who drives. You know what I mean? Like they need, Henrique's not that guy. Lazar's not that guy. Noah Philp is not that guy and will never be that guy.
Nope.
Like the best solution you might have, and this is me thinking longer-ish term, is Ike Howard gets called back up.
Mm-hmm.
Nuge centers a third line, and you have Mangiapane and Podkolzin and Ike Howard as your three guys that you can play in the top nine, and you build a third line around Ryan Nugent Hopkins. And that's how it goes. And then you have 9 guys. Fourth line gets buried. But right now you get so thin.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the power play is very interesting because it's awesome. But I still would like to see the other guys get a little bit of not just the final 15 seconds of the power play. And some of that, let's say they go out and score a power play goal.
Yeah.
Then maybe the confidence gets going a bit offensively 5-on-5, right? Like right now, if you're another player on this team, you're like, well, you know, Connor and Leon are going to provide all the offense. What do I have to do here?
It's a difficult conversation because they're third in the league on the power play. Probably dropped after last year.
But the power play is good. Yeah.
But there is games where the power play is not going, and there's overpassing, and they just looking for Draisaitl. There is moments in games where Knob can send a message and say, nope, second power play, you're going out to start. These guys are just on the ice, had a horrible turnover. I don't care anymore. Like, you can send messages. The guys on the power play are comfortable. They know they're not coming off.
No, they come off when they want to.
They come off when they want to. Yeah, they play the whole 2 minutes if they want, no matter what. But it's unfortunate. But, I mean, come on. Like, this has been the last 5 years. The Oilers don't have a second power play.
Yeah, but I it's not so much, to me, it's they don't have one because they don't even try to have one.
Yeah,
right.
No, fair.
Like,
there is enough talent.
They've got a bunch of other guys on the bench who have played power play in their career, right? Somewhere along the way. Matt Savoy's been a power play guy basically his entire life. Like Matty Savoy can play on the power play. What they need is to get Roslovic healthy.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can maybe move some things around and establish the third line. And I think use second line power play time to try to get some of these guys going offensively. And if they click once, then you're like, okay, you know, like go do that now. Like use your third line as your second unit power play and let them play 40 seconds and see if they can find some confidence. I think that would trickle down to 5-on-5.
Roslovic's going to be such a key piece when he returns because he's going to take Savoy's spot. He's going to play. He has to play top 6. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, he's been excellent.
Then you got to throw Savoy on the third line, but there again, Savoy, Mangiapane should be on your third line. I don't know who centers that because you got skill, you got hard work, you got two-way play, and then your fourth line it can be a mishmash of Enrique, Frederick, Lazar, Phil, whoever the hell you want there. But when Roslovic comes back, you have enough to make 3 really good lines.
You should be able to.
Because right now, Enrique, Janmark, Frederick, oh boy.
No, it's
terrible.
Yeah.
And Mangiapane with Lazar and Max Jones, what do you expect them to do? Sorry. Nothing against Lazar and Jones, but they're not going to drive the offense. Roslovic is such a key part to this team because the trickle-down effect to the lines is going to be good. And that's why if Quinn Hudson, Dusty, can come up and show well, a lot of these bottom 6 guys are going to be looking over their shoulders saying, holy crap, these young guys are pushing.
But how does he show well playing with them, right?
Well, you're going to have to find – what Podkolzin's done. He's found a niche. He found what worked for him in the NHL. He knows he's never going to be an elite goal scorer, elite point guy, but he found his niche. And look at him. He's thriving in Edmonton. He's playing on the second line with one of the best players in the world.
I was going to say, if Podkolzin was in the bottom 6 right now, what would we be saying about him? Because Podkolzin's not going to drive offense in the bottom 6 either.
No, but
right? He's figured out how to play with Leon Draisaitl, and he does it very well. But right, but now how is this kid? He's going to play with Leon for 2 games, and Leon's going to be like, "Oh, I like him too. Leave him with me."
Yeah,
I don't see a world where that happens, man.
It's just the line. Like sometimes I think Knob's done a good job, but I think this year I think the criticism has been fair. I just the overplaying of the stars again doesn't learn. Some of these line makeups, like the trios he puts together, I don't get. It's going to be interesting to see when good old Jacko comes back, because I do think he's going to land with Podkolzin and Draisaitl. Savoy will move to the third, and then I don't know who you build. They're going to play Frederick no matter what, Dusty, because GMs and coaches don't like to look stupid.
No, they can't.
So they're going to keep
that guy can't be playing.
Well, he is.
Even third lineman.
I agree with you, but they're not going to take him out of the line. I would stash him on the fourth line because listen, you're not getting anything from now. Enrique, to me, is just too slow right now. Can't keep up. Lazar, if everybody's healthy, shouldn't be in the lineup. Either should Mac Jones.
To me, your fourth line, when everybody's healthy, should be Henrique with Kapanen and Frederick. Like that should be your fourth line.
Yeah.
If that means Matthias Janmark's out of the lineup, then Matthias Janmark's out of the lineup.
Yeah, who cares?
Nobody would ever say, man, they really miss Matthias Janmark tonight. I'm sorry. You just wouldn't. And then you try to find a way, whether it's Nuge. Now, Nuge is clicking so well with McDavid right now.
Yeah.
And Hyman, I'd probably leave that line untouched. So then you'd have to look if Roslovic comes back, he plays with Draisaitl and Podkolzin, and then you use Matt Savoy Mangiapane with a center.
Who's the center?
There's the issue.
Yeah.
I think we just came up with what might be the forward that they have to add at the deadline.
I think they would put Henrique there.
They would put Henrique there for now, but once again, that just solidifies my point. That's a area you need to address at the deadline. If they're going to play Nuge at center or on the wing, they need to acquire a third line center. Henrique's not that guy. Lazar's not that guy. Phillips not that guy. Even if you thought Trent Frederick could play center, he's definitely not that guy. I think that's the area that they would have to look at. Roslovic, if healthy, and Savoy being able to play, and I think play well, that's eased some of your concerns on the wing. So I would be looking for a third line center.
Oh, a guy that can. You need a bigger guy in the bottom six that can skate. That's going to be the big one. I still think they need help on the right side of their defense.
And the right side of the blue line too, yeah.
Because Regula.
Tough night for Regula last night. I haven't spoken very highly of Regula. I thought against Toronto he was okay. I thought he was a train wreck last night.
Toronto he was fine. Yesterday he was a train wreck. He did a behind the back pass? His own blue line or
he can't be doing that. And then he got beat to the net by Suzuki on the one goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to upgrade the right side. You cannot go into the playoffs with the Regula in your second pair. Sorry. That's just the reality of it. I miss Kulak already.
Well, but they won't have to, right? Because Wallman will be back to play him on the right side.
Oh, that's right.
So it would be, are you comfortable with Emberson or Regula on your third pair with Stastny, who has, I'm assuming, no playoff experience? Okay. Might be wrong on that briefly with Nashville, but.
So your top four with Wallman's fine. Okay, so that's the question. You have Emerson, Regula on your right. Do you go out and get a better left shot defenseman to play with Emerson or Regula? Because if it's Stastny and Emerson or Stastny and Regula, that third pair is not going to play a lot. Inexperienced, young. Like Emerson's the guy that leads there with experience, let's be honest. And Emerson, again, didn't finish last year's playoffs.
No.
He barely played in the last two series. Do we know enough about Spencer?
I think there would have to be a veteran defenseman at it. I don't know if I can give you an answer right now, left or right side.
It could be either, because then you can drop Wallman in the third pair and play the second and third pair evenly, right? And then you can upgrade the right or left, and I think you got options. But Regula can't be in your top six.
What say you? 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. All right, Hernan, here, let's dive into this. What's the split like with Jarry and Pickard compared to Skinner and Pickard? So far this year was like Skinner at 3 games and then one for the way it worked out when he was here. I think it was 23 starts to 8. About 23 starts to 8, Skinner, Pickard. Do you keep the same 3 out of every 4 are for Jarry, or do you crank it up?
I think the confidence was dwindling on Skinner, and I agree with my buddy Gager, who said they were playing him a lot lately because there was a trade in the works. They wanted to get him up to speed. I think it's going to be more Jarry. He's your number. This is no longer a 1A, 1B, or who should play in that. If Tristan Jarry struggles in the playoffs, he's going to continue to be your goalie. Tristan Jarry.
They'll go to Pickard.
Tristan Jarry's your guy now, so I think he's going to play a lot more
Knoblauch
games.
would go to Pickard after what he's done in the last 2 playoffs.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Like if Jarry comes out and costs them 2 games, you don't think he's going to go Pickard for a game?
Mm-mm. You got to keep in mind.
He better.
Pickard's having a bad season.
I know, but Pickard's never been great. They still went to him in the playoffs and he came up with some wins.
Yeah, but
Like I could still see Knoblauch doing that.
I just think Jarry is their guy now, and hey, see what you got. Play him. It was a little concerning when he went to talk to TD Fours on the bench on Saturday night. I was like,
well, but here's the thing. This is another point that you can make in this whole conversation. If you play him too much with how injury prone he's been, I mean, if he's hurt, you're screwed.
Well,
then it's Pickard's show.
If you want to go to the damn Cup Finals again and win it, he's gonna have to play a lot. Sorry.
Yeah, but then I wouldn't heap a ton of games onto him during. Like I would keep it at a 3-1 split.
Just play them, man. Suck it up.
Oh man,
You can't be worried about his injury. Like, you got to win games, man. They're in a wild card spot, Dusty. They're not running away with the division.
they're not back yet.
They're not back yet.
Did you think they were back after Toronto?
I said, are they back? That's what
That's
I
what
posted.
you said. You questioned, are they back?
But after yesterday night, it's on hold.
I am refusing. I am refusing to even ask if they are back
Until
they
games.
win 3 in a row.
Okay, that's fair. Completely fair.
Do you know how many times they've got us this year? Mm-hmm. After 1 game or after 2 games, you're like, oh man, I think they might be back. And then they have what they had yesterday, and they basically might as well just gone over to the dressing room of the Habs before the game, knocked on the door, and handed them 2 points. Here you go, just take these. We're not going to play tonight.
It was
they gave it away to him.
Like the Connor turnover was awful. Bush was bad. Bush last night, and I think we got to look to Saturday too, Dusty. Like Toronto's not a good team.
No, they're not.
But when McDavid scored that first goal, you knew McDavid was going to be in one of those modes, like all world, and he was.
Yeah,
he was awesome. Like you knew they weren't going to lose that game. And Tristan Jarry made the big save on Tavares in I think it was in the second, where the game was still kind of close. It just, as soon as you saw McDavid's first 2 shifts, you knew the Oilers were going to be something special.
He was going, yeah.
Last night, I didn't really know what to expect, Dusty. I truly didn't. And, it was 0-0 after the first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
But they were buzzing on that power play, too, and they just couldn't bury, man. Got to give some credit to Dobish. He made some nice saves. But they had 6 shots. Too. They had 6 shots, and they missed some.
Hyman missed backdoor. Nuge missed. Bouchard's shot was deflected. It looked like it was going top cheddar. So I think if Edmonton finds a way to score first yesterday, they somehow pull that game out.
Dean in Medicine Hat texts in to 780-218-9999. Says, hey, guys, do you think the Oilers do a tribute to Skinner when he comes back, or was he not here long enough?
I think they give him a tribute.
I think they'd probably do something for him.
I think they do it for both players.
Yeah.
Like a joint.
I think when he comes here, whenever the Penguins are here next, or wherever he is next year, whenever he comes back, I think there would be some sort of tribute for him. And you'll hear half the crowd chanting, Stu, and you hear the other half of the crowd chanting, boo. That's probably how it'll be.
Does Pittsburgh play him tomorrow?
Well, I saw he got added to their active roster, so he's obviously been cleared to go. I would.
That's what I was telling Reed. I was like, they've lost. They blew a 5-1 lead to the Sharks on Saturday.
Yeah.
They've lost, I think, 2 or 3 straight. You don't think that coach there is going, Skinner, turn this around for us against your old team that got rid of you? You don't think Stuart Skinner is going to be like, hey, boys, I got you? Come on. Like, it's...
Okay, but who wins that battle? If you had to pick.
Ooh, it's hard,
does
man.
Stuart Skinner shut them out or goalie them or get yanked? It goes one of 2 ways, doesn't it?
Listen, yes, it's only going to go one of 2 ways, and you just nailed it. But... knowing everything we know about you, we've covered this team for how long, Dustin?
Long time.
Long time. You know exactly how this is going to go. You know exactly how this is going to go.
No, man, I think they're going to light him up.
You know exactly.
You think he's going to shut him out?
I think he's going to beat them. Kulak winner.
Oh, God. Library Pat says the Penguins are here on January 22nd.
Ooh, juicy.
Troll says watch Skinner get a shutout and Crosby score 3 on Tristan Jarry. Wouldn't that be
And that's look at it the other way too, right? How's Jarry going to perform back home where he was drafted there, he played all his career there up to this point. I mean, both goalies, I think, are going to want to go in there and stick it to their old team.
Yeah, but I think it could be like a 5-4 hockey.
Probably, yeah.
You know what was crazy about Jarry? I mentioned this briefly, but we didn't get into it as much as I wanted to. I think it's because we were going from such a drastic comparison in Skinner. But I was watching Jarry and I was like, oh man, he moves too much.
He moves well.
Like he's all over the place in there. Like he moves like most NHL goaltenders should move. Yeah. And watching him on Tuesday, I thought maybe he was moving a little bit too much. Maybe he was just like running on extra adrenaline because it was his first start with the team or whatever it was. But I was like, man, this guy's all over the place in that crease. Different. Whereas Stewie Skins always was just like stationary.
Like Gager said it on Friday, he goes, Jarry's such a different player than Skinner, like goaltending style.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
They're like the exact opposite from a stylistic perspective, I think.
Does Jarry get a tribute video tomorrow? Like, I don't get nervous for games anymore, but that one tomorrow, I got like that excited butterflies because it has to be Skinner versus Jarry.
What did you think of Josh Yohe's tweet on Friday about he's the worst big game goalie he's ever seen?
Josh Yohe is a guy who's covered the Pens for a long time.
Long time.
He's watched every game, more than you and I have.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can't
I saw that. I was like, man, this is a pretty critical.
You can't just discount it. You can't just be like, he's
watched Tristan Jarry's entire career.
Again, Josh Yohe's not a fan of the Penguins. He's a reporter who covers the Pittsburgh Penguins. It's his job. And he's always been honest about the assessment of the team. He doesn't hold back. So I think you have to take it and be like, wow. And that's why on Friday when we're all doing our shows, Dusty, and we're like, is this a win for the Oilers? I think for a lot of people, it's like, I need to wait and see because I don't know.
Yeah.
It's exciting. He looked good on Saturday. I won't say he was fantastic.
He looked different than Skinner on Saturday, and he won.
He made some big saves. Yeah. For sure that we've been asking from Skinner, like the breakaway, right? But again, I'm still in a wait and see mode here. Because a lot of the Pittsburgh reporters were like, "Why are they making this trade? Like, this is not the guy to take you."
Like, why the Oilers are making this trade? Yeah,
this is not the guy to take you to the promised land. So, and this is coming from people that have watched him for the last 4 or 5 years.
And have got to know him for the last 4 or 5 years and felt comfortable enough being like, he's not that guy. So we'll see. Maybe it's going to be different here behind this team on a good day, obviously. We'll see how he handled. Imagine him sitting there watching Pickard have to stop 4 breakaways in yesterday's hockey game. Going, oh, man, 4 breakaways in one game?
Well, Iwanek says, how many big games has Jarry actually played, though?
Well, he's only played 8 playoff games.
Yeah. So it's not a big sample size.
No.
Right?
Unless there were some critical, like, regular season games that they needed to win and they had him in there.
Yeah.
But
that is a fair point.
It would have to be a small sample size.
Again,
for him to come out and say that, though, when he's covered the team for so long, that kind of caught me a little bit off of surprise.
And remember, it's not like for them, these guys, it's not personal. They're just stating what they.
Yeah.
Like Skinner might not be an upgrade for them either. Like we had Taylor Haas on Friday, and she said the fan base, kind of the reaction was mixed because again, they don't know a lot about Skinner, and it's surprisingly they don't know a lot about Kulak. But I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised with Brett Kulak. He's the best player in the deal right now.
Yeah, I would think. Who do you think trades for Kulak before the deadline?
Playoff team for sure. I'd have to go through the depth charts, but someone that needs to solidify that third pair, Brett Kulak's going to help him. Yeah. And Kulak's a playoff performer. King Kulak, as he's known on ESC afternoons.
What do you guys call him?
King Kulak.
So we were talking the other day that Gager had a nickname for him, and we.
Gager loves him.
Does he?
Oh yeah.
I'm just going to bring up one team. I'm going to look at their depth chart here and see if. Let's see. Let's see what their blue line looks like. I don't know if. Well, we'll see where Pittsburgh, I guess, ends up being. But
this text says from Dash, he went to the postseason 3 consecutive seasons, and they didn't get out of the first round. and he didn't finish any of those first rounds.
Who's that, Jarry?
Yeah.
Yeah, but in 2 of them, he only played 1 game.
Well, but he wasn't good enough, does he?
Well, but 1 game?
Well,
What's that? The game 1? I mean, I wouldn't necessarily classify. I mean,
Skinner was pulled after game 2.
yeah, I think it's probably a little too much to say that he's actually got any big game experience. Skinner does have big game experience.
He does.
Jarry doesn't really have any. So we'll see what happens on that front. I was thinking Washington Capitals for Kulak. And they look pretty good in the East right now. Their third pair is Trevor Van Riemsdyk and Rasmus Sandin. So it's actually not that bad.
I can see.
Who else is a contender?
I can see Colorado, Dallas.
Just as luxury, just to have them. Like,
Yeah. Does Kenny Holland go after him?
no, I'm sure he probably wouldn't be opposed to that. Yeah, Kulak could round out that bottom pair in Dallas.
Does Anaheim poke their nose in?
I think he'll be moved. I think he'll be moved. You might as well
A
move
lot
for
of
pick.
teams are going to want Kulak. And that's what I think people outside of Edmonton don't realize. Like, people in Edmonton are smart hockey fans. They know the value of Kulak. I think a lot of people, like in Pittsburgh, for example, they're going to be shocked when they see how good this guy can play.
All right, Nat, what's coming up on ESC Afternoons, buddy?
Well, Dustin.
Highlights, lowlights?
Highlights, lowlights. We got Rob Williams from Daily Hive in Vancouver. We got to talk about this Vancouver trip.
Yeah.
It's enormous. Good start for the players that went to Vancouver.
Yeah, and Quinn Hughes.
And Quinn Hughes.
First star over 26 minutes.
I just want to, and I also want to ask Rob, where does Quinn Hughes rank all time for Canucks best players? Because I think it's a crazy
Oh,
question.
that's a good question.
Yeah. I think he's their best defenseman ever.
Well, I guess you hate Jurke Lume and Matthias Oland.
I love Lume.
I love Lume too, and I love Matthias Oland. But yeah, he's their best defenseman ever.
Yeah. So we're going to have a good conversation just to revisit the blockbuster that was Friday evening right before our Christmas party. Our fun new segment in December, Made in Alberta.
Yeah.
We got olive meat coming in. We're going to try some olives, Dusty. Your favorite.
I guess I have to rush home right away. This is why we put it on your guys' show, because I know you guys love this stuff.
Oh,
so that's great.
Best. So we can't wait for that. And then, of course, recap the NFL. Lots of stories there. Your stupid Lions.
Yeah.
Had to win yesterday?
No, they lost.
I know they had to win.
Oh, yeah.
To help-
I know.
Help the Niners out. But
I was thinking about this best Canucks thing.
Yeah.
Pavel Bure would be ahead of him.
Marcus Naslin.
The Sedins.
Marcus
Naslin. I think that might be it. Nothing against Bertuzzi, but I think I'd probably have Hughes higher.
How about
What about Luongo?
Kurt McLean?
I loved Kirk McLean, but
Who was the star on the Canucks in '94? Burry and
Kirk McLean, Pavel Bure, Trevor Linden.
Trevor Linden. Is he bigger than Trevor Linden?
Well, he's way more talented than Trevor Linden was.
But Trevor Linden's like a
Quinn Hughes is a top 5 Canuck of all time.
Yes.
I'll say that.
Top
But
defenseman of all time.
Top defenseman of all time. Probably top 4 or 5 Canuck of all time, I think.
Where will Zeev Bium finish all time?
Top 3. Great trade. All right, EST Afternoons is coming up next. That's going to do it for the Boston Pizza Oil Stream, that holiday list, the holiday playlist. That's their festive menu. You want to get your hands on that thing right away. It's absolutely delicious. Join Tommy Gazzola tomorrow, Clairview Boston Pizza, for Jarry v. Skinner.
Let's go!
That's going to be a good one. EST Afternoons, Hernandez Salas is coming up. Tune in, iHeart, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, and of course, right here on YouTube as well. Man, Jurke Lume. I used to love Jurke Lume. I use him in video games all the time.
He was the
I
best.
thought he was cool. For Hernandez Salas, Dustin Nielsen, I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Take it easy.